Hello everyone, welcome to my bold and beautiful update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Here's how Brooke and Hope could turn the tables on Carter on Bold and the Beautiful. Carter seems smitten by Daphne Rose on the Bold and the Beautiful. He can't escape her scent and allure. Their recent encounter even had Hope wondering whether she needed to keep an eye on her man. Daphne Rose, Hilaire Muriel, is a woman on a mission. She is ready to snatch Carter, Lawrence St. Victor, away from Hope, Annika Noel, and she doesn't care whether they're serious or not. In Tuesday's episode, Hope, Annika Noel, walks in on Carter, sniffing Daphne's neck. She obviously has an alluring scent, but did he really need to get that close? Hope looked like she was jealous of the two growing closer together. Meanwhile, Carter looks like he's smitten with Daphne. He has a silly smile on his face every time she's around. He's acting differently from when he fell for Hope. Carter was a fierce supporter of the Logans. He believed that they were shut out of Forrester Creations. But that could all change as Carter tries to break down Daphne's walls. It's as if she has him under her spell. Paging Mama Bear, Hope will eventually realize Daphne is hitting on her man. By now, Hope feels secure with her place at Forrester Creations. In her recent conversation with Steffi, Jacqueline Massinswood, she argued that she has every right to be there. Hope wants to retain her place at Forrester Creations and won't let anyone get in her way. Carter will continue to sniff around where he shouldn't. Hope will realize that he's not as faithful as she assumed. She'll inform her mom, who's the CEO of Forrester Creations. Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, will tell her daughter to kick her new man to the curb. She could take her own advice. The two will team up to oust Carter from the company. Meanwhile, Steffi is scrambling to get her family's company back. She was sure that her plan would work, but there are two people in her way. The lesson in all this is not to mess with the Logans. They could bite back hard, and the Forrester Wars could blow up in a way that no one ever expected. On The Bold and the Beautiful, the dramatic and evolving relationships are often the heart of the storylines, especially with characters like Brooke Logan, Hope Logan, and Carter Walton. While Carter has been a character at the center of multiple romantic and professional entanglements, Brooke and Hope have been forced to navigate their own struggles with love, family, and personal identity. But what if Brooke and Hope could turn the tables on Carter? In this scenario, they might combine forces in a way that could bring about major consequences, not just for Carter but for everyone around them. Here's a breakdown of how they could do that. Brooke and Hope's past with Carter. Before diving into how Brooke and Hope could turn the tables on Carter, it's important to consider their history with him. Carter Walton, played by Lawrence St. Victor, has been an integral part of The Bold and the Beautiful for years. Initially introduced as the Forrester Creations legal counsel, he became more involved in the personal lives of the characters, particularly with the Logan family. Brooke Logan, the longtime heroine of the show, has had several relationships that have been fraught with ups and downs. She had a brief romantic involvement with Carter, which ended without much fanfare but left a mark on their dynamic. For Brooke, the affair wasn't a major focus in her life, but it was clear that Carter admired her. He wasn't her first choice as a romantic partner, and their relationship didn't have the staying power of her major entanglements, such as with Ridge Forrester or Bill Spencer. However, there's a potential for a return to this situation, especially with Carter's increasingly complicated position in the Forrester family. Hope Logan, Brooke's daughter, has had a more complicated relationship with Carter. She has been a close confidant and trusted advisor to him professionally, particularly in the Forrester Creations world. However, Hope's ties to Carter took a dramatic turn when he became romantically involved with Quinn Fuller, and later Zoe Buckingham, both of whom had complicated relationships with the Logans. Hope, being the morally centered and caring individual she is, doesn't have a deep personal vendetta against Carter, but understands the dynamics of his relationships with her family. Turning the tables, a coordinated approach. Brooke and Hope could easily align themselves to turn the tables on Carter, using their combined influence, insight, and leverage. Here's how they could do it. 1. Using Carter's professional position. Carter has long been in the position of legal counsel at Forrester Creations, a role that holds significant power. This has sometimes given him the ability to sway decisions and get close to key individuals in the company. While Carter is an ethical character, Even he has been swayed in the past by romantic entanglements and personal interests. Brooke and Hope could capitalize on this by subtly undermining Carter's credibility within the company. For instance, if they uncover any discrepancies in Carter's past legal actions, whether it be in his handling of corporate contracts, ethical boundaries, or missteps in corporate decisions, they could use that information to question his authority. While they may not necessarily want to destroy his career, they could push for an investigation or review of his actions, which would put Carter in a vulnerable position and force him to confront his own past mistakes. 2. Brooke's experience in love and relationships. Brooke has always been a master at navigating complex relationships, and her ability to manipulate situations to her benefit has often made her a force to be reckoned with. Her experience with Ridge, Bill, and various other characters gives her a unique insight into Carter's motivations and vulnerabilities. In particular, Brooke could use her charm and flirtation to her advantage. If Brooke were to re-enter Carter's life in a romantic way, even if it was only for a short while, it could cause tension and jealousy in his current relationships. Carter, who has been known to have a soft spot for women in his life, might find himself conflicted if Brooke flirted with him or attempted to rekindle their romance. This would put Carter off balance, especially if Brooke could convince him that she's just as interested in him as he once was. 3. Hope's influence in Forrester Creations. Hope's role at Forrester Creations is much more significant now, especially with her Hope for the Future line. While she is focused on her own career and family, Hope has a strong moral compass and the ability to steer conversations in the boardroom. She's already built a reputation for herself as a driven, intelligent businesswoman. If Hope and Brooke were to work together to challenge Carter's decisions regarding Hope for the future, they could take the upper hand in future business dealings. Hope, backed by her mother's influence, could either challenge Carter's handling of the company's legal matters or question his actions in ways that undermine his professional reputation. If Carter were found to be ineffectively managing business deals or overlooking potential opportunities for Hope's brand, it would put him at odds with the Forrester family. With Hope at the helm, she could create enough uncertainty about Carter's abilities, leading to a shift in the company's power dynamics. 4. Revealing hidden truths about Carter's past. Another potent strategy would be for Brooke and Hope to expose some of the more unsavory aspects of Carter's past. While Carter is generally seen as a principled character, there could be things from his history, whether it's unresolved conflicts with other people or mistakes he's made in his personal life, that could come back to haunt him. Hope, with her strong moral foundation, might have insight into certain matters that Carter has tried to keep hidden. She could use her knowledge to uncover things that would make Carter appear less trustworthy. If Brooke and Hope were to reveal secrets, whether it's through a public revelation or a carefully timed whisper campaign, they could easily destabilize Carter's credibility. For example, Carter's relationship with Quinn Fuller, which was deeply complicated by their pasts, could be examined. His feelings for Quinn were once a source of embarrassment for him, especially when he realized how much he'd compromised his values. Brooke and Hope could take advantage of this by exposing how much his relationships have clouded his judgment in the workplace, giving others a reason to question his ethics. 5. Turning Carter's love life into a battle. Carter's romantic relationships have often been tumultuous. His heartbreaks and loves have been open for the public to see, and his ability to maintain a healthy relationship has been questioned. One way Brooke and Hope could turn the tables on Carter is by interfering in his love life. While Brooke might be considered the expert in this department, Hope, with her more practical and level-headed approach, could play a more strategic role. Together, they could create friction between Carter and his current romantic interests, causing Carter to lose focus on his professional life. Whether it's by planting seeds of doubt in his relationships or subtly manipulating situations to expose his romantic weaknesses, Brooke and Hope could chip away at Carter's personal life. 6. Leveraging personal relationships for power. Brooke and Hope have strong ties to the most influential people in the Forrester and Spencer families, respectively. By using their connections, they could gain access to power players who could help them further their agenda against Carter. If they can gain the support of Ridge, Bill, or even other family members, they could present a united front against Carter, creating significant pressure for him to toe the line. Through strategic alliances, they could create enough doubt and opposition to Carter's position at Forrester Creations that he might be forced to make significant changes in his life or even leave the company.